In 1954, a scientist put a rat in a box. The box had two levers. One delivered food, one delivered a mild electric shock. The rat learned the levers quickly. It pressed the food lever regularly. It avoided the shock lever almost completely. Then the scientist removed both levers and gave the rat nothing to do. Within hours, the rat started pressing the shock lever voluntarily. It chose pain over boredom. And when researchers ran the same test on humans, the results were worse. In 2014, psychologist Timothy Wilson at the University of Virginia asked participants to sit alone in a room for 15 minutes. No phones, no books, nothing to look at, just themselves and their thoughts. Most of them hated it. Wilson gave them a button. The button delivered a mild electric shock. 67% of the men in the study shocked themselves anyway. One man shocked himself 190 times in 15 minutes to escape the quiet. Most people think boredom is weakness, a character flaw, but boredom is not the absence of stimulation. Boredom is not about what's happening around you. It is about what's happening inside. James Dankert, a neuroscientist at the University of Waterloo, describes boredom as a warning signal, a biological alarm. He compares it to physical pain. Pain doesn't exist to make you suffer. It exists to make you move. When you're bored, your brain doesn't go quiet. It activates the default mode network. Boredom doesn't empty your mind. It turns it inward. It feels like pressure with no release valve, energy with no direction, a machine left running with nowhere to go. Animals in captivity show something that looks a lot like boredom. Zoo elephants sway back and forth for hours. Caged bears pace the same path so many times they carve grooves into the floor. An animal with more capacity than it has outlet for. Animal boredom disappears when stimulation returns. Put an enrichment toy in the elephant's enclosure. The behavior stops. Human boredom is not cured by stimulation. That is the part that breaks the pattern. You get a new phone, and within 3 days it feels ordinary. You move to a city you spent years dreaming about, and within 6 months you're restless again. In 2019, psychologist Aaron Westgate identified the two conditions required for human boredom: low engagement and low meaning. You can be completely absorbed in something and still be bored if you find it pointless. No experiment has ever demonstrated that an animal requires meaning from its activities. A dog playing fetch is not questioning the deeper significance of fetch. The need for meaning appears to be uniquely human. For most of human history, there was no word for boredom. Ancient Greek had no direct equivalent. Neither did classical Latin. The word in its modern English form didn't appear until Charles Dickens used it in Bleak House in 1852. Every cave painting ever found was made by a human who had eaten enough and still had hours left. Every philosophy, every religion, every piece of music ever written started as an answer to the same quiet, intolerable signal. This is not enough. There has to be something more. People who experience boredom before a creative task consistently outperform people who go straight into the work. The discomfort of finding nothing meaningful forces the brain to manufacture meaning instead. Boredom didn't slow civilization down. It is what built it. So the next time you reach for your phone before the screen has even gone dark, that is not weakness. That is a signal running exactly as designed. No other animal wakes in the night and wonders whether what it's doing with its life actually matters. That question, running quietly underneath every moment of boredom, is not a malfunction. It is the whole point. The rat pressed the lever to escape the nothing. You open your phone for the same reason. The only difference is you could, if you chose, put it down and build something instead.